Tim,
Hey, what's happening, Ray?
how you doing, man? It was a great Thursday.
Very good. Throwback Thursday. I got the brick wall back.
I like it. That look it makes me feel it feels better too.
It's like
Hey,
all
that's still even your little lamp. Is that the one with the invisible? No, it's not. No, it's different.
no. I that's still in storage. This is a new one. This is a cardinal inside a snowstorm. It's
I got you. I remember
special.
your invisible NFT. You had the invisible
That's
NFT.
right.
It was
My box
beautiful.
of my spirit of air, I think it
Spirit of
was.
air and fire.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into this real quick because we got this great
Yep.
auction going on, and then we
And
have
we
a
got
special event.
guests. Yep.
Yes.
Awesome.
So we got 240 to go. Let's see if I can make this happen. We have no names, so this is going to be easy.
Yeah.
912, 5245, 1255, 989, and 4899. And these two queens, let's get after it. Northern Ireland is the one with the cross behind there. The smallest member of the United Kingdom is around 14,130 kilometers with a population of approximately 1.8 million people. Imagine this compared to a whopping 55 million people in England. The Northern Ireland may be small, but there's 6 very distinct cities to explore, full on their own unique character and charm. You've got bustling Belfast, historic Derry, Londonderry, maritime Bangor, ecclesiastical Armagh, and cultural Lisburn, and the gateway to the north, Newry. Boasts all of the best golf courses in the world, the Royal County Down, and has been named the #1 golf course in the world by Golf Digest for several years.
Yes.
Very cool, very cool. Did I hit reset? You
Yep.
better get your fast gas going. I'm going to try and bang this one out too.
Minute and a half.
Latvia, I can do it. One of Europe's greenest countries is 54 cent for its forest. What? Again, foraging is a popular pastime too, and anyone is allowed to pick and eat whatever they find in the state-owned forests.
Oh.
At Christmas, every Latvian household can legally chop down one pine tree. Around 10% of Latvia is a bog, so you want to pack your wellies, I guess your boots.
Right.
It boasts fine Art Nouveau architectural in the world. Its capital, Riga's Old Town, is a UNESCO designated heritage site. While its 13th century churches helped the city gain a lofty status, its Art Nouveau architecture really sets it apart, being home to over 800 Art Nouveau buildings. And the turn of the 20th century, Riga was the forefront of the movement.
Two
All right,
princesses.
let's see
Yes.
how it goes.
27. Look at you.
27
Good
seconds
for you,
left.
man. That's
Get
nice.
it.
It is, but look, I mean, look at that. That's that Dow Treasury, that thing just keeps soaring, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we've
So
been having a lot of queens,
this one's
princesses.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And this one is Latvia. This one, what is it? That's not Squiggy. What is that one?
Yeah, it's the bees, like the bee genie,
The
right?
Genie.
But
This
anyways,
one's Helga. 2
yep.
seconds left.
Just saying that treasury, man. I mean, even now, that's like a little over $12,000. It just went into more than that because bee honey is a little more than that, right?
Yep.
So cool things it is compared to OpenSea, we have the secondary sales going on, and OpenSea doesn't even pull this in. That's going on,
Right.
been going on for over 200 days now, right?
216.
Very cool. But yeah, that's the auction is wrapped up. But Tim, tonight I wanted to, we won't want to kind of just mingle
Yep.
around here. We have guests, and it's awesome. I know Will T's and is it B, Carmen, Queens of Crypto, but they have this thing that they're working on, this project called the Learning Collective, and I know they're going to be a part of some mega spaces and doing all kinds of things over on Twitter Spaces and just with education in general. And we just want to welcome on the show, man. We got guests, and it's going to be great to talk to them about education, right? Hello, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, guys? We were talking in the green room. It's good to be back on the T-Ray show where it all started for launching Web3 brands. Kingfisher's Corner, for those that don't know, fun fact, actually started on as a segment on the T-Ray show. So yeah, good to be back. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. And Carmen, could you introduce yourself to the community here?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello from Las Vegas. I go by Carmen Crypto. I am a part of the Queens of Crypto, which you'll find me on the Twitter Spaces with my co-founder, Mistress Money. But I do a lot of things in Web3. Along with everybody else's journey, we started from the bottom, and now we're here. So, I'm actually coming up in just 5 days, my 2-year anniversary in Web3.
Wow.
And when I entered into this space, I was from the long background of retail sales leadership, and I took a vacation and had nowhere to go because it was post pandemic. And so I said, I'm going to learn something new. And now here I am, partnered up arm in arm with really great leaders in this space. I have now transitioned into working in this space full time. You will find me working with the Government Blockchain Association, and I'm also head of development for business for Clear Cryptos, which is a decentralized exchange.
Awesome. That is very cool. Yeah. Well, that's like 10
Excellent.
years.
Welcome,
Carmen.
welcome.
You said 2 years. That's like 10 years, right? 10, 20 years.
I'm so glad you said that. I just said it on a space day. I'm like, I think my Web3 resume is longer than my Web2 resume because we just fly by the seat of our pants, and sometimes they're brown because we just do our best
That's
every
right.
day, right?
That's right.
Like,
And we wear a lot of hats, right? We do all kinds. We do graphic designs. We're educators. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah.
we let go of titles so easily. Where like on Tinder, everybody's a CEO. You can call me head janitor, and I'm like in it to win it, man. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like Will T. Will T. He's a jack of all trades. That's the beautiful thing about Web3, right? We got to fill in because again, we're building a team, but you also got to fill in where the team is still kind of on board and on coming on. Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome to have you both. Thank you for coming on. So Will, could you let us introduce at least the B community? You've had this learning collective that you've been working on.
Yeah, no doubt, Ray. So thank you for the time. Thank you for the platform. I do appreciate that. So yeah, we've talked about it before, and I had this concept, and I did a 7-week, web series using Twitter Spaces as that platform. Of what does it really take? And we had some really awesome conversations. What does it really take to take a concept or an idea that you have that's marinating in your brain, right, and to turn that into a real product, right? Something that people can actually use, something people can gravitate towards, something that people are going to resonate with, right? So and in that portion of it, it was called Reach One, Teach One. And so the premise of that is that if we can all reach one person and teach one person almost everything that we know, right, about Web3, then we should be able to empower them with the knowledge, with that gift, and then they can go out and start permeating that out into their networks, right? That's kind of how this whole community started, right, Ray?
Yep, absolutely.
So based on that premise, this is kind of the manifestation of it. So essentially what I did after that web series is I started reaching out, I started listening to conversations, and I started making connections and building some beautiful relationships along the way. And then when I went to conference in Miami for the Web3 summits, it all just started coming together really nicely. And we had some deeper conversations in person. So what this collective, I would like to call it the Learning Collective, is all about. And we've got some powerhouse communities, and I can introduce those here in a minute. And, Social Bees DAO has an opportunity to be a part of it as well. It's inclusive for anyone who wants to come join the collective. So we've got some communities like NFT Charlotte, right? What they're doing is they're doing in-person activations of getting people into Web3, and they're talking to real-life educators at that ground floor level. We've got Crypto Zay, who is very well versed in the metaverse realm. We've got people like Carmen, right, with Queens of Crypto as a part of this. Everything Metaverse. Yonda, who heads up that community, is an awesome community leader, former corporate 1%er, and now she's found her way into this way of Web3. We have myself. We have Orbis 86 is a part of this. The Crypto Duchess, who's based out of Texas. She's very well versed in the space of decentralized finance, kind of like we are, Ray, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. We've got Women X Meta. I know you've heard of Women X Meta before, right? Dr. Tammy Francis, who was also a B, is a part of this. And then we've got Sandra, who runs Onboard 60, which is a similar platform for the aging population. So kind of like what the geezers in crypto are doing, right? And right. I know she's been on the geezers in crypto before. So what we decided to do is to come together as a powerful force in the world of Web3 and create this collective so that we can really empower an army of people to go out either inside of Web3 and create great content for educational purposes. And if it's already there, great. We'd love to, we'd love to try and aggregate that into a website. Or, people are going out in the physical world. I wouldn't say real world because it's all real world, but in the physical world, in the natural world, and they're going to different locations or going into their local communities, and they're talking about Web3 from an educational perspective, and they're really reaching to the people inside of the community and then pulling them into Web3. So that's the overarching high-level focus of that. I'll pause there to see if Carmen wants to fill in any color there.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like the purpose and mission as to why all these powerhouses found synergy coming together and saying, hey, we're going to pull our resources together, our talent together, and provide a resource for communities. And it's plural, right? Communities are really the thing that separate what Web 2 and Web 3 are. So with Web 3, you have this thriving opportunity to be a part of something from the very beginning. And what we are finding is that in order for growing projects to thrive, they have two burdens, which is to live their mission, live their utility, and to also educate. And when I talk about education, it's not really the technical learning curve of how you have to transact in here. It's more of the mindset, the understanding and awareness of where we are right now. How do we feel about NFTs, right? If we go back 2 years, the feeling of NFTs and what they're used for is going to be different from today because there's volatility and there's a lot of momentum that causes us to have to be adaptable and flexible. So people need access to people of influence that are good players in this space. And given the current market conditions, what's really beautiful is that this is brand new collective coming together that has weeded through the noise, right? And we have found each other and we're saying, look, we can do the things that we are doing every single day and this. And this is synergetic to what we're trying to accomplish because if I'm teaching my community what to do, we can come together and teach even more people together and stay within our wheelhouses and find a mastery. I think we tend to get less productive and less effective when we are trying to learn everything. Like,
Right.
I am not naturally a gamer. I don't live in the Oculus metaverse, but I'm a real good master at educating. I'm a good master at NFTs. I'm a good master at cryptocurrency. So I'm going to lean on somebody else to be the expert that's been doing that for a year and a half, 2 years, or even longer. And because we can rely on each other for those resources, I think we can make a bigger impact and we can relieve some of the thriving projects that are still here, still building, and provide them a resource and access to people of influence in this space. We know that a lot of the people that we brought together value the virtual setting that we operate in, but we also know that we get out from behind the screen, which we want to encourage people to feel like it's real. This isn't a game you play with money to get gains and you're not caring about the other person that's holding the bag. This is bigger than that. And when we see that people are educated and come in, we are in a pioneering part of this journey that we are finding, guess what? They become builders too. So the concept of mass adoption will come in and then we're all going to be rich. That's people expecting other people to pump the charts.
Right.
That is not where we're at right now. When we onboard people, we're building other communities to come into our space by supporting them, by getting them over the hump and letting them live in their wheelhouse, live in their mastery, and use these tools of the blockchain to come to fruition with brand new ideas and innovation.
Yeah, no, that is awesome, and it's it's great because of collaboration. At first, we started out in DeFi, and it was very standoffish, right? Everybody didn't want to really share what they're working on and building on. But NFTs was a real cool difference where there was a lot of collaboration, and it's awesome to see so many different groups. Is that where y'all did everybody kind of meet at some of these events, these IRL events, or was it on Spaces? How did all this kind of come about?
I think it was a combination of both, Ray, to be honest with you, right? It was more or less going into Twitter spaces, having the conversations, finding out like what are people's pain points right now in this space in Web3. And through the research I did, and Carmen, I'm sure you did the similar research as well, the common denominator at the end of the day was we need more education, right? We need more content, and we need it in a fashion to where it's not siloed over here and over here and over here and over here, but we need that content and that those educational materials to come together as kind of like a repository of information, if that makes sense. So, because we know like over here, Social Beast DAO, you guys are creating great educational content, right? And Orbis 86 is doing their thing, and Women X Meta is doing their thing. So why can't we bring all that content together, right? And put it in a location where people can find it, right? And then what really was the beautiful thing about this is just solidifying those relationships in person. Ray and Tim, you've been to conference. The power of how much more meaningful those relationships become when you can look somebody in eye to eye and have that face-to-face interaction with them. So to answer your question, Ray, it was a combination of both. I believe the mission statement is very reflective of what Carmen was very well articulating there as well, right? So the mission statement is that we're going to connect with communities across the metaverse, uniting to make Web3 education accessible to the world. And that is a beautiful thing.
That is awesome. Yeah, that's excellent. All right, now, I mean, I obviously kind of already started. Is this this ongoing, or is this big mega space? Is this the mega space that's kind of launch it? Is that how that's working?
Yeah, so the mega space is really the catalyst event that's gonna kick all of this off, right? And we really get to connect with the world of Web3. We really get to connect with other Twitter people who may not be involved in Web3, but they may find us, through the algorithm as they talk to, right? I like how Space Jam, algae rhythm. But anyways, I digress from that. But yeah, so this mega space that we're doing next Wednesday, January 11th at noon Eastern. There you go. And if you scroll down a little bit, Tim, you can actually click on the flyer for the mega space. So what this is going to do is we've been talking in the back channels, and we've been putting together a very specific format. So what's going to happen is you're going to come into this mega space, and it's not going to be like any other mega space you've ever experienced, right? I mean, Ray, Tim, you've probably been in those, and Carmen, you as well, have probably been in those NFT giveaway mega spaces where they're very loud, they're very boisterous, they're like, that type of flavor, right? This can be completely different from that. It's going to be 1,000% toned down from that. But what it's going to do is the way we're structuring this is the first hour you get to meet, all the foundational members of this collective. And you get to hear their stories and hear their focuses. And then from there, we're going to transition to some themed hours. So I believe, Carmen, if I'm not mistaken, hour 2 is going to be financial literacy. And then hour 3 is teaching using social media channels, right? And then hour 3 is going to be disrupting the current educational models that exist in the natural world. And Carmen, I'll let you go ahead and fill in some color there.
Please.
Yeah, this is one of those spaces where, again, we're really highlighting the fact that you will have access to these founders. They're committed to showing up, right? Because I think if you've been in this space and you understand some of the standards that we have built for what leadership teams should look like, we know that we have to show up. We have to engage. We have to be that leader that's going to help everybody get across the finish line. And so this is a great opportunity to come and meet who the founders are, hear our story, but beyond that, like stick around because we're already going to get started. We're going to get started with uncovering the mindset of some of the things that we want to have an impact on for 2023. So when we take a look at the tools that we use for social media, we know that that's how we connect to each other in the Web3 space. But how do we educate there, right? How do we make sure that that message is delivered in multitude of different ways so that it can be digested? We want to talk about financial literacy because if you're here with somebody over your shoulder just data dumping on you and telling you which buttons to press, you're not really fully in. right? You've got
Right.
to, this is about control. This is about getting that mindset really shaped where people can remember to zoom out and understand, hey, what's happening right now is not what it's going to look like 6 months from now, but there are some fundamental things that we're going to hold on tight to and continue to play with the tools to see if we can come to fruition with some of the expectations on what we would love this technology to do for us, right? We want a global system in which we can transact really fast, really seamlessly, very um, kind of trustless, right? We want a ledger so that there's honesty and transparency. We can figure out who's who in the zoo. And so we want to make sure that we're giving value every time that we interact with our audience. And hopefully that value encourages other people to recommend us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And are you going to focus? I mean, because it's weird. Everybody's been building, doing all the things, just like you said. How NFT started. It was all hype, all just ridiculousness. Hey, let's go sweep the floor, let's pump the bags, let's do all this stuff. But it's also been, people talking about decentralization, but everybody's still doing centralized things, right? Everybody's still on the centralized exchange. Everybody's still doing OpenSea, which is centralized. But are you going to focus more on explaining, this decentralization that we're all trying to, build here? It really takes us to do stuff, right? Actions to be doing things, and like security. Are you guys going to focus more on those types of things, or do you have a whole? Is it kind of the whole?
No, I think Ray, it's going to be a combination of our experiences and what we've learned along the way
Yeah.
as we've been on our journeys, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a combination of things. And the
Awesome.
cool thing is, it's gonna be a combination of online learning and learning in person, right? An example. I'm not saying that this is necessarily set in stone of what's going to happen. Let's just say an example of what's going to happen is that there may be, you may be see something in your local area that pops up. Hey, the Learning Collective's coming to town, and they're doing this symposium or they're doing this workshop, whatever, right? And then basically it's just there's going to be an extensive amount of community outreach with that effort in order to engage the local community, especially those who may have a curiosity about this space but they don't really understand it. And then we can bring them to a location, we can set them down, we can educate them, and they make the decision for themselves. And if they decide to participate, cool. Now let's go get your wallet set up, right?
Right.
Let's teach you how to partner with us and come into this space appropriately, safely, and securely. And then, based on your interest level, well, okay, these are the communities we're going to get you plugged into right away so you can start having those conversations and continue your learning path, right?
Right.
I know a lot of people, Tim, I know you do, you resonate with music. And so what the Web3 music sector was able to do in 2022 was capture lightning in a bottle and all this energy of just having very successful, Web3 music collections within the space. And there's a lot of them out there. I'm going to leave names out of the conversation, but that's what we're looking to do, right? So we're looking to capture this energy, there's lightning in a bottle, capitalize on this energy, really educate at the base layer,
Mhm.
where meet people where they're at, put it in plain terms so that they can understand it, and then allow them to make decisions for themselves. And I believe it's going to be very impactful, and it's going to generate a lot of energy both inside of Web3 and outside equally.
That's awesome. And Carmen, you said you come from an educational background, right? And that's what you've been doing. How do you like it difference from, that Web 2 world, or this new type of, crypto and all this? Is there a big difference, or what are you thinking there? How's that,
You know, when I mentioned, hey, I think my Web3 resume is longer than my Web2 resume, I know that I'm naturally relentless, competitive, and I love to teach people.
Yeah.
So it's always been a facet of my entire life. Now I can go out there and hustle all that I can, but I'm going to bring everyone with me. I like one of my favorite terms that I learned when I came into Web3 was the WAGMI model. And I
Mhm.
was like, oh, that's my vibe because I'm Miss Aloha Island girl, right? So, what I think is really impactful is that when we have that mentality to help give resources to other without, gating yourself and putting the barrier of financial gain in
Mhm.
between us, then we find more synergy. And so for me, from an educational standpoint, I actually feel more freedom in the Web3 space. I definitely work with companies. I've worked with over 150 developers and CEOs. I understand from the outside looking in that people come in the gate through centralized institutions and entities. I'm a person of DeFi.
Yeah.
So I love the control and I love building that mindset through education. So I actually prefer that if I can get to somebody before they know anything about crypto, that's an opportunity to really talk about those standards we were talking about, controlling your assets, securing yourself, learning how to operate the transactions, and how to kind of now determine what do you want to do. Do you want to be a trader? Do you want to be a day trader? Do you want to be a diamond hander? Do you want to be in this for business? Do you want to grow something? Do you just want to educate and become an influencer and tell people what you think? There's so much room for it. But what we're going to see is we're going to need to reimagine everything in Web 2 with a Web 3 layer. I recently closed a deal where we're going to onboard 30,000 Web 2 businesses into Web 3.
Wow.
And it's because we can get to the top where there's people who are so curious about this. And we can talk about the benefits and the features and overcome the bad optics that are out there in the media that are up there against us. But I think one of the other goals for us is to show how successful you can be in this space. And that isn't on TV. That's not on YouTube easy to find. You're not going to find the true balance in what's really happening and what makes the news. So it's going to take groups like this to make sure that we go and do the guerrilla, reach out and organic reach out and growth to impact as many people. And hopefully we do it so well that they feel value from that. And then they exponentially help us grow by encouraging others to come to us as their gateway to come and learn a better way to enter this space safely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Excellent. I'm excited. I want to go. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So that's that. I don't mean it, Tim. I know you probably have some questions too. I didn't mean to take it all over, man.
No, I'll just say that I've been loving everything you're saying and relating to everything because when I found the bees, I latched on to Ray. I said, how can I help? I don't know anything. I know video, so this was like my thing. I was set you up, Ray. Let's do a YouTube show, and so I didn't know anything. I was green as could be on the crypto verse, and I just sat next to Ray going, yes, just like I'm doing now tonight. I'm listening to it. I just take it all in what you guys are saying, and I love the progression, how you're taking people through everything. So I love what you're doing. I appreciate it, and I'm sure I'm gonna go check it out. Is that on the 11th? Or did I?
The 11th. Put it back up. Yeah, and even too the follow. You guys have your hand. Well, you got yours up there. Good. So everybody give a follow too on them with Twitter, so you see their handles right under them. Go ahead and give them a follow.
No, we appreciate the love, Ray. And speaking of anniversaries, I mean, we know the Social Bees DAO officially, the Social Bees University NFT collection just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. But aren't you guys close to another anniversary here? 2 years,
almost 2 years,
creating great Web3 content, right?
That's right.
It's crazy. We were consistent. That's the main thing, and I don't mean to interrupt. My bad, Will, but it is consistency. Sometimes you have, at the beginning we had like 3 viewers, and it is even 2. Watching now, you might get the 20, 30, but then there's recordings, right? It doesn't even matter. That's what's great about it. And like you said, Carmen and Will, we're early. Don't worry about all those ridiculous stuff. This is content. We'll always, be able to pull from it. I like what you said earlier, Carmen, because that was my most favorite thing of ever being doing this and educating, helping people on board or at least get in was always that point when we were sending money from Coinbase to MetaMask, their first time. It is ridiculous. Yeah. You immediately get that trust connection, and then they're always, and it's not like I'm trying, get followers and all that. It's there's a trust there, and you don't get that too many places in the world, right? And that's what I really enjoyed because people really start understanding and seeing, wow, I'm really taking custody. I'm taking ownership of this stuff, but it's missing for 5 minutes, right? That's right. And you just take their mind off of it and whatever. It's nothing, like groundbreaking education happening there, but that trust is great.
I'm gonna add in that Ray and I started a new segment on the show, and I'll let these guys announce it. But
lock it up, lock it up, lock it up, lock it up.
Lock it up.
Safety first. Safety first.
I
Lock
love
it
that.
up. Get yourself, the wallet and put it away. It's nice when you transfer that money in the first time and all that stuff. After that, lock it up, because we've seen so many stories now of people getting their wallets compromised. So it's a great thing to get in and be excited. And right after that, it's lock it up.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I mean, education, safety first. It's huge, and then make people feel comfortable. And I'm sure you guys are running with that, so that's great.
Yep. And Carmen, it was a pleasure. I appreciate y'all, joining us. Will T, you're the man, ace of spades. Appreciate you, man. We'll be there. I'm definitely gonna be on spaces, always traveling around, checking out all the different spaces. That's gonna be enjoyable. All those great people kind of helping with education. Oh, look, you brought up the FOMO head. There he is.
FOMO head.
But it's funny. We're transitioning from awesome education, and now we're going to go gamble. Right? That's right. Hey, that's Web3 right there. That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
You had to play poker.
Yeah, but it was a pleasure. And anytime that you have anything to follow up on or announce, please let us know. We'll be happy to kind of have it and talk about it on YouTube as well. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ray. Thanks for having us on. We do appreciate it. We were taught early on in this journey to be good stewards of the information that we possess, right? So we're just exemplifying and embracing that spirit, and just getting the word out there, getting the information out there into the communities.
Right on, man.
Nope. Beautiful.
That's
the way to do it.
Yep.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Will T.
Have a great rest of your show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
That's it.
See y'all.
Have a good one. Bye.
I'm gonna pull up the site, and then I got to log in. I didn't log in yet.
Did we fill Tim on what we're going to do tonight?
I did not fill Tim in at all.
Tim, I'm going to be sharing my screen. You're going to see my cards.
Oh.
We're going to announce, and we're going to learn a little bit about poker. We're going to learn about position. We're going
I might have a shot to beat you then.
That's right. Hey, he said not to use it like that. He was talking about what were you saying, FOMO? Just
I said I might have a shot. I can see his cards, and I still probably lose to him.
Hey, let's put it this way: if people can see my cards, and I still win, I'm going to Las Vegas. I'm just like,
you still. That's right.
Like I'm showing you my cards, and I'm still beating you.
Hey, so I'm sharing my
position and things like that.
So go to tournaments.
Yep.
Socialbees.io right here. Second one, hit the lobby, register, and I am B-Honey1. There we go.
Matter of fact, I'm not in yet either, so I'm going to drink.
There we go. Yeah, FOMO, you're not even in. How are you going to teach?
You know what? I've been accused of worse. Oh! And I want to let everybody know that we got a couple of people in this tournament already. They're good players.
Oh yeah.
This guy, hold on a second. I went to the wrong place. Where's our tournament? Right there. We got 7 people. You go to details. This guy Dozer's good. This young lady Lucy AZ, she's good.
Yeah.
This 6'10" character, he's good.
You missed the ray of light.
You're showing
ray of light, man.
Yeah,
he just skipped over.
Here, this is what I need to do.
This is not FOMO screen. This is me.
I know. We'll start sharing my screen. You guys allow me to share?
Yeah, as soon as you
you got to hit the button at the bottom.
You got to hit the present
underneath where we're hanging out.
It says, it doesn't say anything like that. I can't see it. Can you see? Hold on.
Present at the bottom.
Yeah, down low.
There
it is.
Look at there's the FOMO.
There it is. Now, but you got to show there it is.
There you go. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
So how do I get rid of all that there? So
you max out. You're right. Max out your screen there.
How do you
the green button, upper left side, the green dot,
left.
Red, yellow, green.
Yep. Look at Tim. Look at that. Look at that.
And that's an Apple product. I'm not an Apple guy.
So you guys are looking at my screen. I cannot see you anymore.
Yeah.
So right now, give you guys an education. So right now I'm looking around the table, and remember, I talked to you guys about notes. So I want everybody to pay attention. I'm going to right click on 610, and you're going to see user settings. and then I get to see him. So I put him as a red, which means I need to beware. And I go like this. I go good player. And then I put maybe respect.
You need to put that red on the ray too. Ray of light.
That on there. So that's how you do real quick. So now that's 6-4. Now when you, well, appeared because he left to another table. So this is Dozer. So I have 6-4. I am in last position. That's a 4. I'm not going to play 6-4 offsuit. 6-4 offsuit. I'm not going to play that. Now this is the dealer button. I want everybody to pay attention. Dealer button. So now even if I was to turn a straight, you still cannot play 6-4. It's not a good hand. So this is the dealer button right here, everybody. Lucy AZ right now was in first, but he was in small blind. Deb was the big blind. Dolly 3Y is first, second, and that's how we do it. So right now you got everybody at 40. Still, somebody could have like ace king, ace queen. I don't know if anybody has a 7. I'd be shocked. There's no flush drawer out there, so you don't have to worry about the flush drawer. So you're going to pay attention to that. You're going to see heart, spade, diamond, club. You know, hey, there's no option. Probably going to lose to a straight or full house right now. So hold on 1 second. Oh, that's going to cause a problem. So hold on 1 second. I got to do something quick. How do you get out of this? Okay, hold on 1 second.
No, the yellow button.
Yellow? No, I don't have a yellow anymore.
Green.
And there he goes.
That wasn't the button there, FOMO.
No, not that one.
It wasn't that one. But yeah, I'm over here. Look, I'm seeing everybody got their little profile pics changed over here. I need to change mine.
Yeah. Can you guys put me back in again?
You got to share your screen. As soon as you share your screen, we can do that.
Okay. I'm going to go present, share screen. Sorry about that. That was my fault. I guess I hit the wrong button again. Okay.
There you go.
So I'm back. So even if this, I wouldn't have played 5-10 of clubs. Excuse me, 5-10 of hearts. They're too far away. There's no straight possibility. So I'm not playing that cards either. Just a heads up on that. So right now, like I said, Deb was small blind. Gali was big blind. He out bet. Deb's out. Here we go. So now Deb's going to be the dealer. Gali is a small blind. 20. Again, 6-3 offsuit is horrible. So I fold that also. And now I was in first position. Josh 27 is in that second position. And you got Lucy, you got Deb. 200's a lot. And now I'm just saying again. So just say right now the flop came 6-6-3. You'd be like, oh, I should have played it. No, you shouldn't have. That was just a lucky flop. Now, if Dozer's calling and Josh is betting,
you got the lucky flop.
Somebody has an ace. Maybe we're depending on kicker. Maybe somebody had a flush draw, 2 clubs, 2 hearts. They missed it on the river. I'm interested to find out if anybody's going to take a bluff at it. No bluff. And exactly what I said. See how Dozer had queen 10 of hearts? He was looking for a flush draw. Now, I'm big blind, queen 9. If somebody raises here to 40 or 60, I might still call. But if somebody goes 200 or anything, there's no way I'm calling with queen 9 off. Now, since nobody does, it's not a raising hand, so I'm going to check. And I got nothing. It's a miss. So now here's the thing. I'm not going to check right away to show weakness. I'm going to check. I'm going to let it go down a little bit with that little red bar, and then I hit you. I want people to think that I'm thinking about it when really I'm not thinking about it. Okay? Now, still not thinking about it. Those are bets 20. I got no run. I got nothing. I'm going to say chips for something else. So that's what you want to do. Now, I'm interested. You could have a flush draw. You could have a 7. Somebody could have had an 8. Now you have a flush. Now you have a flush. Dozer, by betting only 20, he doesn't have a flush. He's just sending out a feeler bet. You got Deb. Okay, now Dozer has a flush or he has a full boat. If he comes over the top, he's got a flush or a full boat, and I just called it. He has a full house.
There you go. Good call.
I understand how exactly I knew what he had. So it's not only playing your hands in poker, you want to understand what the other person has. So if he checks, you bet, he comes over the top, he was just setting you up. And I told you, as soon as there's a pair on the board, most likely it's a raise. Here's the question we talked about. I have ace 2. I'm really not in love with it, but for an extra 60, let's see if an ace pops. I'm not in love with ace 2. I hope an ace doesn't come. I hope ace 2 comes. And that flop is horrible for me. So again, I'm not going to instant check. I'm going to wait. I check. Now, if somebody places a bet out, depending on who it is, it's automatically going to get a fold. I got nothing. Probably Golly's going to bet it. So he has ace something. Golly probably has ace 10, ace jack, ace queen. He's missed also. So he raised, and normally he probably raised in that position with ace jack, ace queen, ace king, ace 10. I don't see him raising like that. But he bet 40. So he's throwing out a feeler bet. I still didn't even pair up, so I'm out. And he could be bluffing, but, you know, if he has ace queen, ace jack, he's beating me anyway. So you let it go. And then even though a 2 came on the river, I don't think 2s and 8s are going to take it for me. But you can never be wrong. He bet 100 if Deb folds. There you go. So now it should be big blind. Yep, I'm dealer. Excuse me. So right now, Deb's first to act. She's going to need aces, kings, queens, jacks, 10s, 9s, ace, king, ace, queen, that kind of thing to open up an early position. Now I have 7-4 offsuit. There's no way I'm playing. You just fold it. So you want to play solid cards. You don't want to play loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey.
Yes, that's a fold, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fold. Now, if it was suited 7-9 or 7-8 suited, I would play that because you never know. You could get a straight flush out of that. You know, we're just you're doing odds in your head. Not only are you gambling. So right now so somebody with an ace or somebody with a 9 has a straight. So you need to pay attention to that. Also, you have a flush draw possibility. And now Lucy came over the top. So she's showing I got an ace. Josh 27 folds. And again, she had an ace. So does that make sense, everybody? Did you guys? So now ace 10's a decent hand. If nobody goes crazy, I'll be calling with ace 10. So I won't go crazy with it. If I had ace king, ace queen, I might raise. But ace 10 is a solid starting hand. So I'll call. I won't love it, but I don't hate it. Ace 10's okay. So checks. Again, the flop is horrible. So you missed. It's called a miss. Swing. It's a swing and miss. So Lucy bets. So she either has a 6, she has a flush draw, she has better than 8s, maybe she has pocket 9s. I'm scared of 6s because you never know which is the next card. This is something that's very important. The next card is a turn, and exactly what I said. Now you have possible quads. So if she played ace 6 or she played something, this is now the river's going to come. You have to fear quads, and the jack, I don't know. I don't know if the jack's going to help. Usually when there's 3 on the board, somebody could add ace jack, ace 8. So there you go.
Oh, we're on the same board now. I didn't know that.
What I said? Pocket 7s. So she had a 4.
Look at Lucy.
When you put pairs like that, I knew exactly she's going to get a boat. So a full boat, a boat is three of a kind and two of a kind. It's called a full house. They also call it a boat. So this is small blind, big blind. Dozer was first act. Second act is fast melt. So this is a fold. By going 120 and then having Ray Light call 120, Ray Light saying, "I'm not scared of you. I got some cards tonight." So hopefully Ray Light had maybe Jack Queen, King Queen, possibly a flush draw. If fast melt comes out and belts, if fast melt comes out and he didn't bet. So yeah, that's going to be an issue. Fast melt raised in position, he might have an ace. So if fast melt folds, he probably could have had pocket kings, pocket jacks. He needs to fold. So he's folding. So you either have an ace rag, queen rag, king ace, and there we go. Now, the river, no boat, no full house, and Raylight might take this down. We'll see. There we go, pocket jacks. That's why the betting was low. So he had a queen on the board, an ace on the board. Anybody had that would have beat him. So there you go. Now you got fast melt in first position. And I'm curious what fast melt raised with. If an ace and queen came up on the board and didn't have either, you would rate him as loosey-goosey. Because if you're raising in that second position, you should have an ace or a king or a queen in your hand. You are not raising an early position. So again,
I had a king.
See, exactly. You just missed it. You got sandwiched between a queen and an ace.
I did.
So we want to remember that. So let me give you an example again, which I told you. You go up here, you go here, you put a red, and you put Lucy, we'll call him loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey.
So loosey-goosey. And then you click out of it, and you'll see fast melt now you just go loosey-goosey. And then you go up to Dozer. I already know who Dozer is. You put him on white, and you say, good player. I already know he's a good player. So I give you notes. It's very important to do notes, everyone. That's you to learn. So again, I'm in fast melt is a blind. Now, Ray of Light raised in first position. He's telling me I'm strong. And I don't hear all these other. So that's a fold for me. So Ray of Light should be raising with aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens, nines, or ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack. Very impressive. Now you got Lucy who's calling. She's a solid player. You got Deb, and you got Dozer calling. Nobody fears Ray of Light.
Nobody's scared of him. Now,
hopefully, this is a good flop for Ray of Light. Hopefully, he's got like ace, king, ace, jack. Maybe he's got, I don't know, something jack of hearts, maybe. He comes out at 80. Now, that's a weak bet, ladies and gentlemen.
He said that's a weak bet.
Just letting you know.
Well, this is a question for me. I want to keep everybody in, Tomo. Is that a wrong concept?
Yes, because they can catch up. You don't want them to catch up.
I don't want to keep them in?
No, you're missing the point. You don't want them to catch up. If you know they can't catch up to you, you want to keep them in. If they could catch up to you, like right now, just say you had Jack King. Now you can keep them in because you got the nuts. But if you don't have a king in your hand, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
But when people bop out, I mean, if I did something, and I'm
going to understand. Somebody could have had two little hearts in their hand, and you don't have any hearts, and they just got a flush on you because a heart came out on this turn card. You have to pay attention to that. You have to know.
I'm just telling you what my thought process is. I'm trying to.
So here's a perfect example.
You better not be looking at my hand. She's sitting over here.
Right now, you should have a king in your hand, and you would have a full house right now, ladies and gentlemen. You would have 3 kings and 2 4s. You need a king in your hand right here. Nines. Wow.
What? Yeah. Wow. Bam. FOMO.
I applaud you. You had a big hand with nines.
You said that. I had pairs that were in my hand.
I understand, but there was a king out there. So if
But
somebody
nobody was betting on it. And
You're
isn't that the kind of the concept?
You're correct. It's nice to knock Deb out. That's really good of you. It's a good one. You could have yelled to her, say, unless you have a king, don't call me.
That's right.
You could have gave her a little text message.
Hey, what is it? Oh, did I already got 80 out there? Somebody,
Yes,
whatever.
You're the big blind. You're already in. Just hit check.
Okay, my bad. I was confused.
Good. So right now, this is the flop. So Fast Melt's in, Ray of Light. You got now. Fast Melt came out looking. I got a strong hand here. I don't want anybody.
Yeah, but we know Fast Melt. He's loosey goosey.
Correct. Right. Remember the notes. Remember, you can't see my notes, but you now. Golly comes over the top. So he has a king or he has aces.
You should maximize your screen, FOMO. Hit the green bolt.
Right, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So he is now, he just came over the top. He has kings or he has trips. Somebody has trips. Somebody has trips, and now somebody has a full house.
Oh, FOMO would have had trips. FOMO would have had trips.
I would have still lost, but somebody has a full house here. Somebody has a king, and I'll be shocked if somebody played king 8.
Oh.
King 2, 3-8, full house.
Wow.
You see how that worked? The river screwed up everything for them. Now, I have Jack 8 of diamonds. I like that hand. I could get the flop could be 9-10 of diamonds and maybe a queen of diamonds. Nobody would see a straight flush coming. So I'm going to play this hand. So you're analyzing, hey, if somebody does this, or if Golly goes all in because he's just pissed off, he got rivered. I call him because he's off his cuff right now. So I'm going to check it and see if I get lucky. And I did not get lucky. So there's no way I'm calling Ray of Light. Now, Ray of Light, everyone, just bet 240. He's letting everybody know that he might have a queen or he might have pocket fours for a full book. I'm leaving. Because Ray of Light is a strong player. I'm going to put that right there, everybody. I want you to
thank you. The note. Get a note. I need a note.
Give you a note. Strong player.
Strong player.
So I spelled it wrong. So he's a strong player. I'll call you player. So there you go. He's a strong player. So there's my notes on Ray of Light. Now Ray of Light is not scared of Fast Melt because he knows Fast Melt is he don't have a queen. Ray of Light has a queen. Ray of Light has a queen, pocket fours, queen 4. Oh, Fast Melt could be saying he has a queen. Show me the queen, Ray of Light.
Oh, man. He had a full house, too.
I know, but he had the queen. He had the queen. He had a bigger full house, ladies and
gentlemen.
Oh,
that Fast Melt?
You have to fear the queen when you're in that situation.
So I should have folded with a full house?
Yes, but you only got the full house later. You should have folded because he had a now I have pocket twos here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna call because pocket twos are good in late position like this.
In late, I thought, okay.
Yeah, because they're not good there. Late position. You can't play pocket twos in early position. I'm gonna check. And now, Ray, if you don't have an ace in your hand, you're out. So Lucy is telling everybody, I have an ace. I either have an ace or I have queen, king of spades. That's what she's telling you with a pot bet like that. She's telling you, I'm strong. You better get out. Oh, Ray of Light calls, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm folding. Now, the 8 didn't help anybody. That turn card of an 8 of clubs did not help anybody here. Lucy sees Ray of Light has 1780. She'll probably go all in, which I knew, causing Ray of Light.
Oh, she had an ace too.
She had a bigger kicker.
I had an ace too. Lucy. Oh, Lucy!
So Lucy, and she said, don't be calling her with ace-6 offsuit. You can't call her with ace-6 offsuit.
Man, I got full houses. I got trip aces, and I'm just getting booted off the table, man.
Because you got to play strong cards. I can't even play 6-2 of spades right there. It's not strong.
Yeah.
Ace-6 is not a good hand. I'm just letting you know. Ace-6, I remember I told you ace-10 at the least.
Yeah.
Ace-10 at the least.
Yeah, I had 3 aces, man.
But your kicker is that other card that's next to your
I
ace.
understand.
Like if you would have ace-king or ace-queen.
I don't know how you would fold. I couldn't fold. That's like
and actually, you just make a decision that I'm going to lose. You need to fold. Once you know you're losing, you can fold. When you know
you got to just know it. You got to know when to hold.
Yeah. Did you know the song?
I just folded to Snipers kicking us over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. So now Fast Melt is chip leader now, but I know he's going to overplay some hands because he's going to throw his chips around. So if I have something, I'm just going to check the Fast Melt, let him bet, and then I'll come over the top of him.
Sniper just bluffed everybody.
Sniper does that. So Jack 4, 7-2, Ace 4. Deb wins with aces. She should win with aces. Deb takes the pot down. You know what the difference is between Deb and Ray of Light? Anybody? Do you know Ray of Light? Did Ray of Light leave us?
I think he's yelling at Deborah for looking at his cards.
Are you still in or are you gone? You probably left us. I'm just saying the only difference between Ray of Light and Deb is Ray of Light's not on the table anymore and Deb's still playing. That's a
Maybe he went to look at her cards.
That would be a good thing. Maybe a little team poker. Now, I haven't won a hand, but I haven't had any value cards. So you're patient. And if everybody remembers last week when I did take down that tournament, the entire tournament, I was down to $1,700 in chips, and I kicked back and won. Patience. Poker with a P also means patience.
I was just getting fruit, FOMO. Fruit. Look at fruit. Oh, you can't see.
Did you hear the difference question I said?
No.
I said, you know what the difference between Deb and the Ray of Light is?
Huh.
Ray of Light is not sitting at the table any longer.
he's going to get some fruit. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Go get your fruit, Ray of Light. Go get your fruit. We know. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, Deb is showing right here that she has an ace. She's not fearing it. She has an ace. Now, Golly could be on, I don't know what he has. Maybe he's thinking he's got ace 5. Maybe he's got full boat. Nobody's fearing Deb right now. Now, the 3 is a problem because somebody can have a 2 if they don't have an ace 2. So Golly probably has a 2. He could have ace 2. I don't know. Ace 3, full house. Called it. 2-9 straight for Fast Melt. Does everybody understand that, everybody? So what helped Golly is he got a full house on the river. He rivered you. So he got lucky on the river, or you would have taken it down, Deb. He got lucky. So that's why you have to be cautious with the full houses. Now, this is 10-2 offsuit. I can't play 10-2 off. Horrible. And you got Dozer playing strong. He's not playing aggressive. Again, patience. Lucy has a Ray of Light chip. And Fast Melt has got a lot of chips. So right now, there's a spade draw out there and a possible get to a flush draw and a possible straight draw if somebody played 7-8. So this is not an easy hand. So Fast Melt doesn't have much. He's just betting 200. That's a feeler bet. So if you have 2 spades in your hand, you would call. If you had ace 10, you would call. But you got to be aware of the straight draw. Okay, so just like I was calling it, a flush. So right now there's a possible flush on the board. You can also have a jack queen in your hand. You would hit a straight. And there's also a flush. Now the river, which is the next card, the 5th card is called the river card. And the 6 now changes everything again. Now somebody can have a full house, somebody can have a straight, somebody can have a flush, or somebody can just have ace king if everybody missed. So right now, Fast Melt is telling everybody he has a full house or he has a flush. That's what he's telling you with that big bet. Or he's
all the cards with river. I thought
right.
all the little floppers with a river. No,
and he took it down. So exactly what he was showing. He's not going to show his cards, but he's representing. So when they don't show their cards, which I don't recommend doing, they're representing. So again, I have 2 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, which is a horrible starting hand. I will not be playing. I haven't got a set of cards to play yet. I'm not complaining. So that's a fold for me. Now you got Deb there. If she doesn't have a strong hand, she should fold, but she's calling. So Golly's probably going to call, and then those will check. And then you see, oh, if I would have played 2-7, I would have had trips. I can't play 2-7. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So remember, because you see me folding 2-7, you don't have to assume now there's a flush again. So if somebody has like 5-6 of spades or 9-10 of spades, they're looking good. Or if they had pocket ace. I don't think the jack helped anybody. I don't think we're going to see like, maybe ace jack. Those are already, if you have ace jack, ace 8, if you paired up anything, I would call. If you got an ace in your hand, maybe. But other than that, it's not a strong hand. Ace queen, just like I said. Did I not call that, everyone? Did I not say if you had an ace in your hand, that's called pair of 2s, ace high. So again, knowing what people possibly have is just going over the thing. Analyzing what people are betting. So if you bet ace high. Now Dozer and Fast Melt is in. Dozer's just calling. Fast Melt might raise here if he has a good hand to put pressure on Dozer, or he'll check. Most likely he's going to raise to put pressure on Dozer. But Dozer's a good player, so he's either going to call him. Oh, my goodness. Did everybody see who just sat down at my table?
who's that?
The one and only Hatsack.
They switched her over. She just bullied everybody with a pair of queens and took everybody's money.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put...
I think we booted her. That's what happened.
Right. I'm going to have to put a white thing for her, and I'm going to have to say, great player.
Yeah.
So whatever she bets, I fold. So that's Hatsack there. I gave my notes.
She needs to get that B, the B-Zilla.
Yeah, absolutely. So right here again, since we were playing around, everybody's checking. So it's against Dozer and Fast Melt. It depends what you want to put in the pot to throw a bluff at. Again, a pair on the board is an issue. Nobody played King 5. The 6 didn't help anybody unless they played Ace 6 and they just got lucky. But that didn't help anybody. Nobody played 4-7. There's no straight. There's no straight possibility. So nobody played that. So there you go. Jack 3, the pair of 3s. So everybody's seen that. I called exactly what is going on. You can't call. You don't have a... Now here's pocket aces. So you would say, oh, slow it. But I'm not slowing on pocket aces. I need to let people know I got pocket aces. It's the first hand I'm in. I got pocket aces. Now, say Golly gets aggressive because he's not watching this YouTube show. And he goes over the top. You got Dozer even calling me with pocket aces.
He's got 2 aces.
Right now, you know who's watching the show and who's not.
Yeah.
That's Dozer calling me at pocket aces. Fast. So it's me and so Dozer is aggravating me. So
bet $40.
1.8. He's calling.
Oh.
So now I'm aggravated because
he might have a straight.
That's a horrible flop. Oh my goodness.
He doesn't.
He probably has a 5. There you go. 6,000 head. Thanks, Dozer.
There you go.
Those who should watch the show.
So 7-8 offsuit. I like 7-8. I like 10. I like 10 jack. I like those hands. You got Dozer. He knows it's my big blind. Hopefully he calms down a little bit. And you got Hatsack, the one and only Hatsack. She's famous, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
She's a famous person. She's a hard worker. Dozer's thinking about it. He's still thinking about it. How come Deb disconnected? Deb just disconnected?
Her phone has no service.
Dozer's mad.
Dozer just disconnected. It's only Fast Melt, Hatsack, and I. So here we go.
You out there already?
It's me and Hatsack. Hopefully she folds and she doesn't come over the. She folds to the phone, and I hide the winning. Thanks for folding, Hatsack. So now Hatsack is the dealer. I am the small blind. Josh 27 is the big blind. Lucy is first to act. Deb is second to act. Golly 3Y. Is that Golly? I think it's just Golly. Golly calls, yeah. Dozer calls. Now, I like 10 queen suited. I like that. So I already have half in. So depending on what Hatsack does, I'm definitely calling. Because I like 10 queen. You got straight possibility. You got flush possibility. You got a lot of good things. And there you go. Nada. Now, it's not really nada because it's called a belly buster. I need a jack.
Yeah, you get a jack.
You need a jack. I got a straight. So depending on what somebody bets, if they bet like 1,000, I'm still calling that. Well, he went all in. That's out of control. Dozer's telling you. Dozer's telling you he has an ace. He's just telling you I have an ace.
Right. But
and I have to fold. I can't call that.
You can't go to the jack. Maybe a jack, huh?
Not. You cannot waste 3 points. You cannot waste a third of your chips on an ace. Yeah, there you go. So ace 10. I don't know what Dozer to go. You must have to go watch the kids. So good hand, Josh 27. Good victory. Now I'm on the dealer. I'm the last to act. I have 3-4 offsuit. I'm not calling anybody with that hand. So that's a fold. So do not chase. Another thing is, I'm going to chase that. I have odds. You don't have odds with 3-4 offsuit. That's a fold. And now you're watching how everybody bets. You're paying attention. You're seeing what Josh is going to do. Josh is going to call. You're going to see what Lucy's going to do. She's the big blind. She can either check here or raise. He checks. So, Jack 5-9, no real straight draw out there, no flush draw. So you're paying attention. You're analyzing how people are betting. You're doing tendencies on how they're betting, if they're aggressive, if they're solid. And that's how it goes right now. We'll see what the turn brings. Now, if somebody played 6-8, it's a straight. There's absolutely no flush draw, and I don't see a full house coming out. So might have somebody who has a 7. You might have somebody who has a 5 in their hand. They're not going to put too much into this pot. Now the jack changes things, but I don't think anybody has a jack. So if somebody has an ace in their hand, ace queen, ace king, they're going to win the pot. Somebody has a small pair. I don't know what he's doing with that bet, unless he was slow playing the jack, and he could have been slow playing the jack. Slow playing is not letting everybody know your hand and letting them catch up, and then still being in the lead and then doing a bet. So ace 5. Hey Ray, this is a lesson for you right here.
Okay.
Ace 5 is a horrible hand.
All in.
No, it's a horrible. it's a fold. Ace 5 is not a good kicker.
Fold? You don't even.
No, do not play it.
You gotta have a 10 or better, right?
Yeah. Okay, 10 or better.
Look at that.
Nope, you have a flush draw out there. You have a jack.
You have
Probably.
a pair of fives and an ace.
I know, but a 5 is not going to win this hand.
Pair of fives, ace high.
Unless 5 ace comes, and I'll still won't play ace 5. There you go. Now you have 2 clubs, 2 spades.
Watch this.
You have 2 flush draws out there, clubs and spades. So there's no way. So if somebody bet $600, I'm not calling because they could have played 2 clubs or 2 spades. I don't have anything. I have 2 red cards in my hand. Horrible hand. So you're going to look at this, Ray Light and everybody. I saved 600 chips for later. I didn't need to spend my chips on something that's a draw or not going to pan out. So that's how it works. Even if you fold a winning hand, but later you're just playing solid, you want to play solid.
Consistency. Is that what it is?
Right. So right now, once again, what's my starting hand?
That's garbage.
So Fast Melt is in first position. He bets 800. At back bets, there's no way you're calling 6-4 offsuit.
What if that was the same suit?
No. Not in that. Not for this amount of chips now. Remember, it's 800.
Yeah.
It's like 8 to 9% of your whole entire chip stack. You have to play solid hands now. The blinds are too high.
Right.
Does everybody hear that? I want to make sure everybody understands that. The blinds are too high to gamble. You need to make solid educational calls. And that's where we want to go with that.
Yeah.
So right now you got King 5-5. We'll see how everybody bets, and then we got a turn card coming.
You're almost out, Deb.
I know. That's why I
So right, Deb, you're going to be the dealer next button. You don't have to go in unless you have a solid hand. You get to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get to look at 6 rounds before you make a decision to go in. Okay? You even though the ante's only 50, don't get nervous about it. You can still do really well. So, Golly bets 1.6. Maybe he had a 10. Who knows?
I had a king.
Deb had a king.
King what, though?
King what?
King 7.
King 7.
You can't play King 7.
See? Can't play king.
You can't play King 7.
You would have lost.
Yeah. You're the dealer now. Your only play right now is all in.
King
So
7.
7 again?
You got it.
Oh, that's a fold. So what do you have, Deb? You can tell me. What do you got?
A 2 and a 7 is a fold, Deborah.
Yeah, I already folded.
I can call that one.
I already did it.
Especially since Josh raised 1.6, so he doubled the line. You can't play. So what we want from you right now, Deb, is like ace king, ace queen, ace jack, ace 10.
Well, I'm calling it.
Any of those suited. That's what we want. That's what we're going to double you up or triple you up or quadruple you up. You need an ace in your hand.
Yes.
Not like an ace 5 or something. Right now I have 5-2 offsuit again, and I'm holding. What do you got, Deb?
An
Ace
ace
2.
and a 2.
It's a possibility, but no. You're going to wait.
Fold.
Fold, Deborah.
Yes, you're going to wait. The 2 is not a good enough kicker. And even if ace 2-2 comes up, I promise you, it wasn't a good hand to go. King queen is better. King jack is better than ace 2. You definitely want to keep an ace in your hand. What do you got?
Ace 5 now.
Ace 5. Go for it, Deb.
It's your call.
Go
ahead.
for it. You got
I'm
it.
just going to do it.
3 aces.
Let's go. I'm rooting for you.
Oh, come on.
Now, I'm checking. So you're looking for an 8 or 5, right? Yeah, exactly.
You got
I'm just going
garnered.
all in. I don't care.
All
So
in
go-
on your whole 95 chips.
Yes, all 95.
All in.
No, you get ace 8. You want to be in the pot. Throw it in. Okay. So you're still looking good. Now I have a 2. There's no way I'm folding. So,
You're
yeah.
knocking me out.
Just bet, Deborah.
I'm going to throw you some protection. You got to call.
Whatever they got, Deborah. All in. Big.
Wasn't my turn yet, Ray. Oh, there we go. It's all right.
Bye, Felicia.
Shut up, Ray. I'm better than you. What were you,
Yeah.
17?
Hey, you know what the difference is between Deborah and Ray Light?
No difference.
No difference. They're still not.
We are one.
We are one.
We are both
So,
failures.
so here's king 3 suited. I'm really not loving the starting hand, but I'm in the small blind. I'll probably end up calling. So I'm going to call him with king 3. So there's a 3. I'm not loving the flop. But remember, Josh 27 plays very aggressive. So I'm just going to check. And a 10's out there. I'm still going to check to Josh. He probably has me beat. So I'm going to check. And the 5 didn't help me. Maybe help Josh. We'll see if he wins the 1.9 thousand. He checked. Did I get lucky with a king 3? I got lucky, ladies and gentlemen, with king 3. Okay, so now the blinds just moved up to 500, 1,000.
Yeah.
That means Lucy only has 7 blinds to go. I only have 13 blinds to go. So you have to play solid poker. So right there, that's a fold.
Did you play at all, Tim?
I'm playing over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how many chips you got there, Tim?
3,900.
How many people are over there?
There is Night Owl, Part 1, Fanta, and Kim B.
Okay, so it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could still have 11 people in the game.
I don't know where Sniper went.
Oh, if he went to another table, there could be 15 people.
I'll look at the table. I'll look at the tables.
See how many tables we have left. So now that Fast Melt about 7.6, he probably had an ace, got lucky on the river again. Fast Melt seems to be living on the river. So Lucy's in a small blind. First to act is Fast Melt. I have 2 of clubs, Jack of clubs. I am not playing that. There's no straight possibility. I'm not in love with the Jack kicker. I'm not playing that hand. So that's a fold.
There's 12 playing.
12 playing. Okay, it's 6 and 6. You got it. So if you notice, Ray Light, I folded Jack 2. Even though they were suited, it's not a good hand.
That looks good to me.
That's why we're doing Poker 101. Here at T-Race. This is education free of charge.
Free of charge.
This is free. See, Lucy went all in. So Lucy is showing her strength.
Yeah, she's a.
I told you. I got to do this too. I got to do this. So I got to go here and I got to go user settings. I'm gonna have to go white and I'll have to go good player in a second. But I'm calling with this hand. I like 7 and 9 suited. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna go solid player. She's solid. That means when she bets, she's solid. She's got it. So I'm gonna go solid player for Lucy. And now you have notes. So right now, 7-9.
What's that?
I got sound effects down.
A chicken?
Wow. So here, Hatsack bet into that. So Hatsack's telling me she's got a king or she's got a queen. My 9 is useless.
You're right.
I'm out. Hatsack's strong. Remember? Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Player. I'm out. Jack, would you play this Raylight?
No, I wouldn't play. No, it's not even suited.
Thank you. But you wouldn't play Jack 2 suited again also.
I would not.
There's no straight pot. Now, 10 Jack suited, I like. Jack Queen suited, I like. But not Jack 2. You have to play solid cards. Remember, there's only 12 people left. If you'd like to make the final table, let's play some solid starting cards. Now, that's all diamonds. If you have – what do you got, birds in the house now, Raylight?
Sorry, man. Sorry.
No, I'm just asking. Do you have birds?
I'm trying I forgot I had little sound effects. I like
it. I like the birds. I like crickets.
No, this was peeps, little chicken peeps, little chickens.
Nice. So now I have Queen 3. Horrible starting hand. I don't like it. If Golly raises, I would have folded. If Fast Melt comes over the top, I'll be folding. but he's not going to come over the top because he doesn't know what Golly has. So he'll call or he'll fold. And then Hatsack will probably call. So she folded. So it's 1-on-1. So I was already in. I don't like that flop. So I'm going to think about it. Remember, I told everybody, do not insta check. Take a and then check. Show that you're thinking about it. And he's throwing a bet out there. Even though he's probably bluffing, I can't call. So that's a fold. I fear the ace. I fear a 10. I got nothing. So I'm the small blind now. Blinds are up. Now, remember I was just talking about this red light, the suited connectors.
Now
Jack,
that's a fold on there.
that's now, if somebody raises to like 3,000 or 4,000, I'm not calling. But if somebody just, for another 750, I'm calling.
Right.
I like it. That's a moneymaker right there. Won't even see it coming. So, right here, Jack.
Oh,
2 pairs.
that's nice.
Oh,
Now,
I got my hand. I wanted that.
what I'm going to do here's my strategy.
Oh,
I check this. I'm waiting for Fast Melt to go aggressive.
oh, you're letting him. What if he doesn't do anything?
Oh, what I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What did I just tell you? He bet 5,000. I'm going all in.
Oh,
I have 2 pair. He just got his hands caught in the cookie jar. He just got his hands caught in the cookie jar.
yeah, but why wouldn't you lure him in with more?
Because he could. I know. I'm going to force him to call, and he folded. Okay, I just
made
told
fast.
not let people catch up. Now
You just do it, huh? You just go after it. Yeah.
took the chip lead. I am now at 19,635, ladies and gentlemen.
You can take a peek. Yeah, take a peek.
Yeah. So ace 3. Ray, are you calling this for 1,500?
No, I'm not.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the learning curve. My goal here is for people that are paying attention, even though there's 2 threes, it does not matter. I would not play ace 3. I'm not playing ace 3. It's not playing that hand. So I'm going to go back to the point was, if you guys can finish better than you've ever finished before and you're paying attention, that's meaningful to me.
That's learning.
Yes. So you cannot play ace 3, even though do not get the starting hands to the result that it meant something. Look at ace jack, ace queen, ace 3. So I'm telling you guys, if an ace would have come up with no 3s, you would get caught.
But you would have won, right?
I know that hand that would have won, but not 98% of the time I would lose.
Right.
We understand that?
I hear
98% of the time I lose.
Fast Melt is crazy.
But remember, look, loosey goosey.
Hatsack.
Look at, and now Hatsack's had enough of, because she's a great player.
Yes, right.
So I'm folding. And if Hatsack calls Fast Melt,
She
has
got
king, ace queen, ace jack, pocket aces. So Hatsack probably could have ace king here. He went all in.
oh.
She's aggravated. What did I just tell you?
Oh.
Hold the hand again. I said she had ace king. Did I not?
You did. Good
Now,
call.
I have ace king.
Oh.
Think of that.
You go in. You bet. You're in.
I'm in 3. I'm letting everybody know. Omo head is strong here. If you want to come in, you better bring some ammo because he just raised. He's not a raiser. Now, Fast Melt could be on tip right now. Okay.
Oh, Fast Melt's in.
Right, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have anything. Ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't have anything. Check to him. He doesn't have a queen. He doesn't have an ace. If he bets, I'm going to call him.
Oh.
So if he's watching. He's not going to win this. I'm going to win this. So watch. I checked anyway. I'm going to win. Did everybody see that I won that?
Why? But how do you know? Oh, look at, come on.
No, pocket 2s in first position, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling everybody again, pocket 2s in first position, weak.
Wow.
I'm not.
Wow.
I'm teaching you how to get from 5,000 in chips to 23,000. And I'm showing you my cards, and I'm still winning. So the key to it, play solid. Your goal in poker is to play good cards. Now, like I said,
Yeah, but I thought you, you know, you kind of, you know, do the bluff sometimes. No.
Not with these guys. These guys are calling stage. Josh 27 just went all in. He probably has nines. Oh, he has pocket fours.
Oh,
He's gonna lose to fives. Oh, that's a tough one.
oh, that is a tough one.
I mean, he only had ace five. Oh, we just switched.
You're in another table.
I'm next to the one and only
Tim Judge.
Judge.
Oh, look at that. Come on now. Pocket sevens.
Oh, I'm calling.
Okay.
I'm calling pocket sevens.
Look at Tim's right next to you. We're on the same.
So you got 6-10. He's a very good player. I think I wrote good player.
Yeah, you did. Oh.
Respect.
Oh, he's calling you.
What? Really? Oh my God. You're killing me. I'm calling all in.
Show now.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Pocket sevens against pocket kings. 6-10 to win.
No joke for 6-10.
I told you he's a good player.
Oh, look, that's close. What about this here? That's close.
Yeah, it's 2,000. I'll be playing that.
What if it was
now for 5,000? Because Fanta's a very aggressive player. I can't play. I can't play for nothing. I can't play for that.
Right.
Even though he doesn't have anything, he's using his chip stack to boss people around.
Right.
And I saved my money. I saved 5,000 in chips right there.
Right.
So if the judge has an ace, come on. He has ace queen. Come on, guys.
Well.
Come on, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
nice
so now, we got the final table. I'm sitting at 16-4. I am the chip leader behind Fanta, so I'm second. So here's the goal on this table. Solid cards. Let's see what we can do. Solid cards. Let's see if Fanta's going to overplay his hands and get too aggressive. Look at that. Lucy just turned a full house on the river. He's did some damage there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, right now, I'm looking at 8 of hearts, jack of spades. I am now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm the 6th to act and the last before the dealer button. I don't like 8 jack. I'm going to be folding, especially since Hatsack's in. She only calls with quality cards. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, she's a great player. So now Josh goes all in. He probably has aces, ace, jack, ace, queen, ace, 10, jacks, 10s. He's got a pocket pair. He's got a good hand. So good luck. We always say good luck all in.
Oh, 3 diamonds, huh?
I'm hoping he has a diamond. Because Hatsack checked 6-10. Now, in this situation, you want to check around because your goal is to knock out the player. You don't want to knock out each other. So she's going to check. That's normal.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you want to check around. So 6-10 had 7-8. John and queen.
6-10.
And 6-10 is doing that. So now ace-4 diamonds. Do I like that?
I like it. But you're not going to be in.
Correct. Because the only chance I have is with a flush, and 3 diamonds already came up. So I'm a little thing about that. I don't think diamonds are going to come up. So I don't want to get into a war with ace-4.
That's just free money to golly.
It's not free. I didn't lose any chips. Remember? I didn't lose anything. So now we're on a 5. We're on a 5.
Ray, a chip saved is a chip earned.
Oh, a chip saved is a chip earned. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. So what do we learn so far at Poker 101 here on the T-Ray show?
Only play strong hands.
Yeah.
That's right.
And be patient.
Patient and play strong hands.
Well, if you notice this in the old days, the Cowboys where poker came from, they're just drinking their whiskey. They're having conversation at the table. So when you get 2-7 offsuit or 5-2 offsuit, you're just, you're having a good time. We're talking. You got 9 people at a poker table. Maybe it's a Christmas party. Maybe it's a New Year's party and everybody's playing poker. Poker is community. So you just want to stay at the table as long as you can and enjoy yourselves. So you don't play, you have to play stronger hands. And like I said again, you see Lucy right now, she is the dealer. The dealer button will be going to 610, and then Golly will be small blind. What is that name up there? Is that part one? Or is that what? How do you pronounce that? You
What?
guys see that name? How do you spell?
Yeah.
Is that
P3
part?
PE
I know.
PET1N. I don't know.
Yeah,
Could
but
be
that
PET1N.
pet one.
pet one could be.
Yeah, pet one maybe. So pet one, he's in. He's going to be the big blind, so he's already in. And then fast melt. So fast melt's at 7,500. You don't want to make now. If you look underneath the 8-pin poker right there, socialbees.io, hold'em no limit stakes, 1,000, 2,000 with an ante of 200. So it's going to cost me 2,000 chips just to call. And if you divide 2,000 by what is that going to be? It's going to be like 8% of my chips just to call. You have to play good cards. I'm just letting you know, you got to play good cards.
Yeah.
So I usually, unless I play loosey goosey, which I have, I can make the final table out of any tournament, not the World Series, of course, because there's so many people. But if you play good quality hands, your probabilities go up.
Right.
It just goes up. And you want to just, that's what's great about poker. Some people say poker's not even gambling. Poker is a thought. It's a thought game. You want to understand position betting. You want to understand what the odds are. You want to understand if you have two spades and two spades are up, but you have top pair, what's the odds of you getting two pair? What's the odds of getting trips? What's the odds of getting a flush? You want to understand, how many cards are in a flush? Does anybody? It's 13. I think it's 13. So you have ace of die, ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10. And then you have jack, queen, king. So that is 13. So you have 13 cards that are spades, 13 that are diamonds, and so on and so forth. So you're playing odds. Good starting hand, good cards. Now you may go in with aces, and somebody can call you with tens, and they can get a 10 on the flop and beat you. That's going to happen. It's called a bad beat. And everybody gets bad beats every now and then. But you want to make sure you just go in with strong hands, play quality cards, and understand position betting. And then also do not forget about the notes that I taught everybody today.
Yep.
Good player, respect, solid player, fast melt, loosey goosey, and Hatsack, great player.
Mm-hmm.
Now I haven't seen Fanta yet for stack. So do you remember Fast Melt had like 18,000 in chips? Remember that?
Yep.
And he came like I already had two pair, and he came out with 5,100, and I wasn't going to let him get anything, so I went over the top of him. So you might say, well, you should have just called his bet so he bets again, but he could catch up to me. Maybe he had the weaker hand, and all of a sudden it comes on the turn. That has happened. You want to make people make decisions. You want to put enough pressure on the bet that they'll fold or call with a bad hand. You want to keep them guessing. You want to mix your play up. So we'll see how it goes. But that's what I've been learned as I play poker a lot.
That's cool, man.
It's all about positioning and thinking. And hopefully everybody can learn a little bit. Take at least one thing away. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not an expert.
Hatsack added in that at Be the Alpha, there is a graphic of the rankings for hands. Just
Yes.
so you could check that out.
Yep, she
Keep
made
it off to the side so you know where.
Right. So I want to remind everybody right here, I have 9 of hearts. You might say, oh, it's suited. That is a horrible hand. 4, it's no straight draw. It's horrible. Somebody has king, queen of hearts. You're dominated with a flush. That's a fold. So I want to let you know, it didn't cost me anything to fold, even though I might win, but it didn't cost me anything to play. So you want to really pay attention to starting hands. What you feel good about. What do you feel good about with starting hands? You want to play solid. Now you might say right there, oh, you would have 9 with a 4 kicker. Yeah, I don't want a piece of that. So he bet 6. Come on, he went all in. So he could have pocket 2s, pocket 5s, but
Maybe
I'm
he's
not.
got a 9. No.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't matter. There's no way you're calling 9. You're going to be out of a lot of tournaments if you play. Again, what would you do here, Ray? Like,
I would fold.
you're correct.
Yes.
So you can just hit fold right there, so it doesn't change your thought. That's a fold. Jack 3. It's offsuit. A hearts and a diamond is considered offsuit. There's nothing close. So now 610 is betting 1872. He either has aces, kings, queens, jacks, or 10s. But for him to go all in, he probably has 10s or 9s or jacks. There you go. Queens. He was fearful.
Why wouldn't you want to bring people in, though? I don't understand why you make the pot bigger.
Somebody played a king.
Oh, you're going in. You're going to raise it. Raise.
No, it's not a great hand.
That's an amazing hand.
No, it's not. A king would be an amazing hand. Ace, jack, of diamonds, not great.
Suited?
Just telling you, it's not a great hand. It's a good hand. Because look
at that. You're almost now you need a king. What do you mean? That's straight.
There, you do not have a great hand.
Oh,
great hand. Oh, now it's a great hand. Now it's a great hand, ladies and gentlemen.
And do you walk them in? You don't walk them.
Oh, look at Fast. I let him do the betting for him. Let me see if I can knock him out.
But seriously, that right there. If you were betting, like if you bet before him, you wouldn't walk people in, or you just go strong.
I would still play the hand exactly cautiously. Because if I don't get the turn card that makes me a straight.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. After the straight, if you didn't,
after the straight, because there was 2. If you remember, there was 2 clubs on the, or 2 diamonds on the. There was 2 diamonds. I had the 2 diamonds, but I got to watch out for a flush. I had the straight. I have to make sure there was no 2 cards, if that makes sense. Yeah. You want to make sure again that nobody catches up.
So you wouldn't have bet strong. Is that what you're saying?
No, I let him bet for me. Because remember, he bet for me, right?
I know, but if it was reversed, like if you were betting first, right? If you
because I know I could have been dominated.
You would have checked, okay?
Yes, I would not. I would wait. I remember I told you, let's wait for him to bet for me, and I'll take him out.
Yeah,
that's what you want to do. You want to see people overplay their hands, but you have the nuts. So right now, everybody, I'm in second place, like 24,000. So. Again, 9-7 offsuit. That's a horrible hand.
And you're playing live. We all see your hand.
Yeah, if anybody raises me or anything, there's no way I'm calling 9-7. Hatsacks in. Fanta will probably call. He checked. It's Hatsack 9. So I have 7s, but there's an ace and a jack, so that's a check.
Outside.
So if she bets. He has an ace or something, so I have to fold now. I can't call with a 7. Just can't. Just can't do it. See what I tell you? Did I not tell you?
You called it.
Again, it's not about what people are doing. Now, I have Jack Queen.
You go in there.
I go in depending if somebody goes to 5,000. Somebody goes to 5,000 or 7,500. I'm not calling with that. It's not a made hand. I need help. Now, if it stays at 2.5, I'm calling because I like the starting hand. It could turn into a straight, but if a queen comes up, you got to be careful about the jack. The jack is a kicker. It's horrible, but I'm going to call this. We'll see where we go. Right now, so right there, you have ace 2-5. Now, I could represent the ace, but there's no way. So I'm checking. So now you have aces and 5s. I'm probably still in the lead unless somebody has a 5. So it could be ace, packet 5s. Now she goes all in. I don't have a piece of it. She could be bluffing.
If she would have had the 5, don't you think she would have bid last time or no?
No, because the ace is scary. but once you have the 5, you have to think she has the 5. And I don't want to give her any more chips, so I fold. Because remember, she's a solid player. Remember? What I tell you. Come on, man. Am I not calling this?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's
So
good.
this is poker 101. You have
I think it's 201 now.
Yeah, but you have to analyze. You have to write notes on players. You have to understand, well, you have this. She's a solid player. She's not going to risk those chips unless she has a piece of it. So this is all about what's your risk and what's your reward. Risk and reward. Now, you see the 8s there, but you say, oh, you should have played it. You can't play that for 2,500, which is a lot of percentage of your chips. I can't play that. So you play quality hands and you see where you can go with your quality hands. Right now, again, King Jack. I like King Jack. I'm not in love with it. So we'll see what pattern. That could be pattern.
I think you need to
do it.
Now I'll call that. Now right now it's me and Jolly. I like King Jack. I'm in. If he raises, I'm still in. Oh, there you go. So does that make sense? I want to make sure if you guys have any questions, let me know. So right now it's ace 9. Do I want to risk everything for 3,000 in chips with ace 9?
Fold.
Right. That's correct. It's a fold.
It's a fold.
Yes, because I said earlier, ace 10 is the minimum. Or if it's suited, I'll play. But you have to conserve your chips. Your chips are your ammunition. Your chips are a chance. So right now, if I would have bet 3,000 on there, I missed. It's swing and a miss. And you can't continue to swing and miss, swing and miss, swing and miss, and all of a sudden you'll add a chips and like, oh, I went in with good hands. No, you didn't.
See, that's all you have to do then. You have to just say, think like a sniper. One shot, one kill. One shot, one kill.
100%. 100%. You don't want to wait. Now, King 2.
Nope.
Chip is horrible. You don't even, once you see King 2, you can let the stress go off your shoulders. You're like, I don't even have to think. That's a fold. So you conserve. Now, perfect example. I couldn't have called. Now, Hatsack has to call here. She's already in. No matter what she has to call. Okay? No matter what. There you go. What I just tell you. What did I just tell you again?
Wow.
She has to call. She was not committed, and she took somebody out with a 7. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
So this is a fold. So right now, Hatsack's sitting at 14,650, and you would say, "Oh, that wasn't a good hand." No. She had 95% of the pot in already. She calls the remaining chips. You have a chip in a chair. You have a chance. So you're already in. You call.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example. That's why Hatsack's playing good poker right now. She's thinking. And you're running the odds. You're running like ace 4 in first position. Everybody sees that. 3,000 was the blind, the big blind.
No.
I was there. So, but listen to me. You cannot play ace 4. If somebody played ace 10, remember, there's still an ace 10 out there. There's an ace jack, ace queen, ace king. And if somebody got lucky enough to play ace 3 or pocket 3s, you're still losing. And there you go. Could I have called 24,000 with ace 4? No. There you go. 10-3. Again, you can't call. So now I have 4 or 5 suited. I like this hand. If nobody raises or they raise it to 6,000, I'm playing. So if he raises a 6, that's a check for me. So maybe we get a straight flush. So I'm going to check. There you go. So I picked up a 4. He's first to act. If he bets, I fold because there's no way I can call an ace or a 9. So I'll still check. I have a chance to get something. It's nothing. It's a 3, a diamonds. Now there's a diamond draw out there. If he has a 3, I don't like it.
Here comes the 2.
Yeah, but I don't like it. I still don't like it.
Bam.
Oh, I told you.
Are we both? Yeah. See?
But now,
Oh,
right? You
Go
see that?
all in. Go all in.
No.
he's no.
You show him that I have the nuts. He needs to go away. I'm showing. I said, he folded. Okay. That's how you show strength. You don't have to go
And you
crazy.
don't show your cards, you hide it.
No, I always hide it. Never show them what you got. Now I'm second in chips, and I'm sharing my cards. Okay, this is Lucy. I have ace 9 offsuit. That's Lucy. She's a solid player. I'm not bothering. Have a nice
And
day.
she's already all in.
No, she's not all in. She's got 12,000.
I meant she had the 3,000. She had
Yeah, but I'm not even calling her because if she re-raises it, I waste my chips. So right now the blinds are now 2,000, 4,000. So right now 610's blind is close to 50% of his chips. It's 40 something. So Hatzak's in. Remember, I said she's a great player. I'm out. So she's going to be up against Lucy AZ and 610. You have 3 very good players playing. Well, let's see what happens.
Look how big is
Now,
that thing.
If Hatzak played her cards, which she wasn't in the blind, she probably has a king or a queen or an ace. So we'll see what happens.
This
Because
thing
she
is little.
that dog's huge.
He got huge. He was little.
Who got big
Yeah.
and huge?
Look at. Oh, you can't see.
Oh,
I got the big
His little stray dog is a monster.
stray dog is a monster.
I love it. So right now, you might say, oh, if an ace comes, you have a straight. Dude, I cannot play 3-5. So 610's throwing out a bet. Hatzak's analyzing if he has it or is he bluffing. Maybe she played ace jack, ace 10. She's missed. 610's putting some pressure on her. I have no idea.
She's out.
Lucy's not calling the man. She's folding. I already called it. She's not calling him. So right there, I have 4-2 of hearts. Excuse me, 4 of hearts, 2 of clubs. I can't call that. Not for 4,000. It's a horrible starting hand. So always, again, like I said, Hatzak is in first position. Fanta's in second position. You have to make quality hands, and you can always hold right there. You can't call that. Now, here's the thing with the chip count. Since we're down to the final 1, 2, 3, 4, we're around final 6. Again, quality hands. 4,000 is like 15% of your chip. So look at that flop.
Oh.
Huh?
Wow.
You cannot play 4-2.
Wow.
You can't play it. You cannot risk 4,000 in chips for 4-2 offsuit. I promise you. You do not see what you're seeing.
Oh.
Listen to me. Do not see what you're seeing. It doesn't matter.
Not seeing what you're seeing. Close your eyes. Look
It
away.
didn't cost me anything. I didn't risk anything.
Right.
And somebody can have a 6 or beat me on the river, and you'd be like, it's a flush now. Oh, that guy has a queen. You know, you don't want to play 4-2 offsuit. Please do not play 4-2 offsuit. Not even for quarter dime nickel around the table for Thanksgiving dinner. Do not call 4-2 offsuit. That is, you have to have discipline. Poker is discipline.
Discipline.
Playing good quality hands, and that's just the way it is. So right now you're going to get part pattern. He's the small blind. Hatzak is the big blind.
New chip leader.
Who's chip leader?
Fanta.
Fanta.
Yeah, Fanta's chip leader. So there's no way I can call King 7. It's not a good kicker. It's not suited. I'm not calling. So it's going to go to pattern. I think it's pattern, and it's going to go to Hatzak here. Now, if pattern thinks Hatzak is weak, he's going to come over the top, and then if he's not, he knows she'll push if he pushes. So that's a good lay down for pattern. Hatzak, good win. King 10. Oh, King 10. Not in first position.
Oh.
Don't like it. King, ace, king. I'm there. I'm playing 10.
I was like that.
That hurts my stomach.
Solid.
Watch the flop. The flop's going to be King 10.
The flop's going to probably be 5-7-3.
2 10s and a king.
Get out of there. 2 10s and a king. Mortimer, I'll bet you $1.
I bet you 1 M2.
Nice. I'm not even sending the M2.
We
we'll
don't even
never
get to
know.
see it. It was it. I felt it.
Yeah, you felt it. That's called crap. Everybody says that in poker. I've had a feeling. You didn't have no feeling. There's no feeling. There's just conscious decision making.
Oh, 6-10.
Whoa.
The heck is that?
6-10 likes to pick on my big blinds. He has an attitude problem.
Wow.
So it's my big blind, so he's trying to show his stuff. Probably got jacks.
He's like,
Good hand. So again, small blind. The blinds are now 2.5 thousand and 2,500 and 5,000.
Lucy's got to go all in here, don't she?
This is if she does, you're gonna have to start playing. You're gonna have to make some really serious decisions here. So I'm letting you know the show might end in a little bit because I might have to make a decision, but I'll go that way.
Oh.
Now.
Yeah, you wasted it.
Why'd you
Because it was only 2,500. I remember I was almost half in the pot.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's not.
So he got me out of the way. I would have called her a 1,900, but I won't call it 69, so I'm out. Ace 3, Jack 4.
Wow.
She wins.
Look at Lucy.
I told you. What did you say? Hey, listen to me, everybody. You see this? Solid player. Do you see this? Good respect. Great player. Now, I like that hand, but if I'm playing 3-6 at the casino or I'm playing a good hand, I can't call 5,000. I just can't.
Wow, 3 hearts. 3 hearts.
Yeah. So Hatsack, I'm surprised she called. This is almost an all-in moment for Hatsack, because the blinds are 5,000. She's gonna have to make a decision here. There you go. I knew she was going to go all in there. So she's going to put pressure because if they lose another 5,000, they're at 10 and 15. It's not going to be a good deal. There you go.
Wow.
Ace Jack. See, nice. She had a good hand. So you notice Ace Jack, Ace Queen, Ace King is going to be a good hand. So right here, what am I doing?
Folding.
Folding is correct. I cannot remember. It's 5,000 is the blind. If I call 5,000 on King 8 offsuit, I'm down to 13,000. You can't make that decision. You got to hold your weapons. Yeah, what I'm doing there. So right now you're just counting the cards. You're looking around the table. We're all kind of consistent. If I double up once, you're chip leader. So you're just patience.
See, but that's why I don't have that. I don't have that patience.
You have patience.
Yeah.
You play with that promo head guy. That's patience.
Oh.
Fold.
That's a fold. Now, if I had ace king there or ace queen, I'd go all in to steal some blinds, but not ace 3. It's just impossible. Now, Hatsack, if she doesn't have a good hand, she needs to be out. She doesn't need to go to war right now. You don't need to go to war. You need to be confident and play some good.
Big blind. Look at that.
Big blind.
Trash heap.
Trash heap is correct. And I'm actually not even on the top of the trash heap. I'm actually on the bottom of the trash heap. So you look at a hand like this, you're like, oh, should I do it? So now that's a check.
Check.
Now, again, I'm now at the bottom of the trash heap. I cannot now. Again, what I'm going to say is, do not check automatically Wait for the red line to go down a little bit, even though I know I'm checking. Let them know I'm thinking about it. Don't automatically check really quick. Let them know that you're contemplating something.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's good to
You
know.
want to think about it. You want to, when you're in a negotiation, you don't want to just say no or yes right away. You want to, like, hey, I'm thinking about
I got you.
it. Maybe I got 8, 9 suited, and I just got a boat, but I'm going to check, and I'm going to try to take your chips. So check. Let them know I'm thinking. So he bets 5. We all know it's a fold. Now, if Fancy calls, which is incredible, I'm folding. Now the blinds are going up right there. Everybody says 3,000, 6,000, ante of 400. I'm going to be down to 9,000 in chips in the next hand because I'm small blind. So these are going to be some all-in moments soon for a lot of us because 5,000 in chips, 6,000 is a lot. Pocket tens. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Come down to the nitty-gritty.
Oh,
Now, I can't play 6-9 offsuit.
so you just lose 3,000. That's it.
Correct.
Boom.
But now let you know, my next hands are all in. I get something. So that's a fold. And now Lucy's going to, right. So Lucy folds. So right now here you're going to start seeing some decisions. So if this is a good hand, I go all in. Remember, it's free to me to look at.
Fold.
That's a fold. So now Lucy's going to decide, is she coming over the top with 6-10 or is she going to fold? She's not going to call because this is not a calling hand. Oh, my goodness. Called? She called?
Yep.
That's a raise. That's an all-in hand. Lucy AC. That's what I'm talking about. 6-10. He's going to fold.
No,
No.
that's 1.4 thousand.
He's folding. I already know he's folding.
He's making us wait though.
He's folding. He
must be watching the show.
What's this? Fold 6-10. You're going to fold.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
Look at Lucy. Trip 9s.
Trip 9s.
Wow.
I'm going to have to change my notes real quick. Hold on.
Lucy is good.
I'm going to have to change my notes. Watch this. What's my new notes? I'm going to write this. Better than 6-10.
Hadsac's in at 21.
Hadsack.
All in.
Oh, boy.
All in?
All in.
A big fold for me. Better than, hold on a second. I got to get my thing in there. So I go better than 6-10. She's the best. There you go. There's my notes.
It's a good note.
Okay, so Hatsac's in at 21.5. 6-10's already 50% in. He's thinking about it. Maybe he can double up through Hatsack, or he can be knocked out by Hatsack.
Just knocked out. He's going all in.
All in.
Now it could be a race, ladies and gentlemen. It could be a 3-way race if pattern or
No, that's a fold.
P3, T1N.
Oh.
A7. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
A horrible hand of A7 beats a substantial better hand of Ace King. That's where you get unlucky, ladies and gentlemen. Unlucky.
Ooh.
Wow, 2 people just like that.
So
you
right
still
now,
can't even go all. You haven't even got to go all in. You just
now I'm going to have to go all in the next hand, no matter what.
because you're the big blind.
Yeah, I'm in. So
see, look at that.
P3 was hiding in the corner. Now he's got all the chips.
You would have won right here. This is it.
Yeah, but you got lucky there. Hatsack experienced a bad beat, ladies and gentlemen. Her Ace King was superior to his Ace 7. Superior. He had no right to even call her with Ace 7. Horrible call.
Look at that. 2 pairs. 3.
Let's see how it works
all in.
out sometimes.
Doesn't matter. I'm just letting everybody know.
It doesn't matter.
He would lose 8 out of 9 times. Excuse me, 9 out of 10 times. He would lose all the time.
Here it is. Here's your flush, FOMO. This
All
is
in.
it.
Well,
All
it's
in.
the only thing I got.
All in.
FOMO.
I'm going to go all in. Watch this. I'm going all in.
Do it.
So the best I got is a triple up with a flush or nothing.
Oh. You still got a chance. You still got a chance.
I need 6-6 diamond runner. Oh,
Damn!
still got a chance. Still got a chance.
For
One
the
more diamond.
diamond. No.
Wah, wah.
I'm out.
That's all good, man.
But remember, Hatsack should have all of his chips because she went in with a better hand. She played well. She had a bad beat, ladies and gentlemen.
Bad beat.
Bad beat. All
Look at
good.
that. It's 5. So I'm out.
Well, that's a good one. That was a good one. Good training.
I appreciate that. How do I get this? Oh, I got you. So
We got you, man.
That's it. We're not gonna watch the winners.
No.
Nobody
no.
cares.
No, we don't.
Are you
You
kidding me?
How do I stop sharing this? Oh, there
We
we
did.
go.
We took you down.
Yeah,
Did
we
we
got
did?
you. See
So,
us?
yeah, I see you guys now. So wasn't that fun?
That was cool,
Yes.
man. I learned.
So that's how you play cards. And again, I want to remind everybody, Hatsack played great. She had ace king. He had ace 7. He's dominated, and he got lucky with ace 7. That's how it works. Pure luck. But she made the greatest decision, great hand, and that's what's called a bad beat. She had a bad beat, and it happens all the time in poker. But she would never be disappointed. When she left the poker table, she'd be like, I played top notch. I played quality hands, and sometimes you just get a little unlucky. Does that make sense? But I appreciate you guys.
No, I appreciate you. It was good, FOMO.
So I had a great time. I love you guys.
Love you, man.
Always. Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
You guys have a beautiful night, and stay warm out there.
That's right. Be the alpha. Be the alpha.
Yes, be the alpha, guys. Be the alpha.
That's
Love
it.
you guys.
Yep. All right, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Love you, man.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Take it easy.